Evening, everyone, and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. If I sound like a chipmunk, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that was the entire idea. Compliments of Seppy or Seppy. Sorry, bro. Sorry. But
No, don't worry. That was
uh,
just the intro. It's not us.
I thought that there for a second that I wanted to go and listen back to it, just on the intro part. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the lower brackets. It's Equinox up against the Backstreet Boys. Definitely the Backstreet Boys being fan favorites in this tournament. Everyone has been singing along their songs. Let's see if they are going to be in sync up against Equinox. I can't get over that one though. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, once more tonight on the panel, it is me, myself, the sheep with a no bleep, Scarp Skenkel, Rika, and Lotus. How are you two feeling tonight? Let's go.
Yeah, it's Chipmunk Backstreet Boys there for you guys. Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited to see this. I think Equinox is definitely a strong contender, one of the stronger versions of the teams we've seen. So I'm expecting Equinox to be on the lead and Backstreet Boys on the receiving end, on the underdog side. But anything can happen. We're gonna see what the Backstreet Boys can pull off in this best of three coming forward. This is the lower bracket, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
It is the
so-
lower bracket.
Welcome to
Whoever loses in this match will be going out of the tournament. Is that correct?
Yes, you are 100%. So the losers of the two matches tonight will unfortunately fall out. However, the winners here will be going to face off against the losers of the upper brackets of last night. So, wait, who won the second match? Let me quickly ask that last night. Was it Vikings, Gascom Esports, or was it Yala Skip?
Yeah, let's skip one last night.
Okay, so they will be going up. Both teams winning tonight in the lower brackets will be going up to face against Fantasy or, well, Vikings X Gascom. So yeah, that's it. Losers will be packing and sent home, as we do see and go into the draft. Lancelot, Uranus, CC, Leomord, and Grok getting removed from this first matchup in this best of three series.
Well, we do see a strong jungler band out, and then two of the most annoying XP laners you can get, the Uranus and CC. And then the most questioned about hero right now, also getting banned with the Grok. Grok, we saw some good plays and a lot of bad plays from him last night.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Grok, I think a lot of the users that are picking up Grok still needs to get used to him, and the new play style of the Grok, the revamped Grok. So yeah. Oh, Al picking up YSS. Al did do some devastating stuff with the YSS. Equinox being a very strong team.
Let them play the hero.
That is true, and I
I
mean,
will be
we've
the
also
truth
even
this
see
world
L make
desperately
the Sylvana
needs.
jungle work. Like, the Sylvana plays coming from this player was crazy in the previous matches. But at 1 HP's kills though, picking up the Zetian with Jordan going for the Yuzong, but Ghost Okada responds with the Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu versus Yuzong.
Look, Lapu is currently super strong. It is going to be an interesting matchup between the Lapu against the Yuzong. But yeah, Gosu Akadu is very strong with the Lapu, as we do see Jayav does pick up the Gacha, so we will see that initiation and follow-up initiation. But Backstreet Boys picking up the Granger. So Erithal is still open, so potentially we will see that Erithal ban out coming in from Backstreet Boys.
To me,
Oh, opting for the 1-1 ban.
Time to drop the beat of the flag.
And Equinox going for the Joy. Joy is not the strongest here right now, but she is an option for the side of 1 HP. Backstreet Boys, my bad. But Erithal getting banned, like you said, with Hayabusa joining her.
Unholy potato. I'm a potato. Is showing us Fredrin. My question is, will it be Fredrin, and will Backstreet? Oh no, swapping out with the Belleric for the side of Backstreet Boys. I mean, so that does eliminate, well, fast damage dealers for the side of Equinox. But we do see sides showing us Clint and Huja May with the Odette. It's been a minute since we've seen an Odette, to be honest.
That is true. I saw an Odette the other day in rank, and she's actually still deadly and underrated. But the biggest problem with Odette is the fact that she is stationary and reachable during her ultimate. But that is exactly why the Winter Crown is such a good item on her.
Yeah, well, Valier. Look, Valier is currently super underrated. But Valier is a super strong mage at this point of stage. So, Valier and Clint getting picked up for the side of Equinox. And, well, Unholy Potato is seeming to show us Fredrin once more.
The question is, if they do go with the Fredrin, doesn't that make them to lack a bit of damage, especially because you have a Zitian that doesn't give the best of damage for a mage, and Brody Granger is then the only real source of damage. But Unholy Potato also seems to maybe go for the Suyu.
Well, let's see what Unholy Potato does decide to pick up. We haven't seen the Suyu in a very long time. You just quickly get the poll up, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the first draft of this best of 3 series. Equinox is going for, well, a tanky lineup, but this oh my word, what is going on with me tonight? Backstreet Boys also going for that frontline setup. Yeah, look, there is on both sides heroes that I like. But yeah, this is difficult to decide which draft I am favoring a bit more. I'm going to have to see how this team fight is going to play off. Lapu Lapu is strong. Get you with the avatar of Guardian and the Valier. And then for the side of Backstreet Boys, you've got that Wrath of Dryads and you've got the Black Dragon form. The Black Dragon form is purely there to focus onto the backline. And you've got that global ult from the Zetian that can stun up everyone. So you up against the YSS. YSS, in my opinion, wins the fight 80% of the time. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult.
Definitely agreeing with you there. However, if I look at the draft wholesomely, I think I would rather go for the side of Equinox. What about you, Rika?
Well, I think I need to agree with you there. I think Equinox has the YSS on paper. When you just look at their heroes, you know, that's the Equinox draft, right? We lost against these guys for the qualifiers of MSA, and they were playing the YSS. We made a mistake of not banning it enough. That's when I didn't really know how scary the YSS can truly be. So, you know, they have their hero. They're probably going to cook with it a lot.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that Mountain Shocker is very devastating. Yeah, it's taking me a minute to get used to the dragons not being on the map anymore. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So we are going to go into, well, the first match. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We will be bringing you the action, or well, shall we say, Equinox and Backstreet Boys will be bringing in the action for you.
All right, we are seeing a little bit of a skirmish up at the top here. Something I learned about Zetian actually is that second skill, you know, I thought it was quite a weak ability. It's like it doesn't really do much, but then I read it properly. It actually reduces enemy defense by quite a large amount, an enemy magic defense. So, you know, I think if you like pair that with you know, some magic damage deal on your team like a Belleric or something. Sure, Belleric doesn't do that much damage, but you know, you can really start to pummel out a surprising amount of damage with that second skill. So it's not useless.
And Beanies, just to answer your question, it is, go watch the intro video and then you'll see the, oh, but you do see the first blood going to the YSS as Zetian has been taken down. So just to answer your question, go listen to the intro video. Compliments of Rika bringing us the chipmunks.
Anyway, we're seeing the turtle fight coming right here. Should be a nice and easy retribution for the I almost called them Lapu Lapu there, for the Ascension, as Brody, which is not actually Brody, that's Belleric, gets taken down.
Yeah, I mean, just currently Equinox is putting on the pressure, bro. It's 3 kills just past the 2.5 minute mark. That does give them a full 2k gold lead as well. So Equinox definitely here to well, compete.
As we are seeing the gang coming in onto Alto, he's trying to get away with those fireballs running after him there. He's just going to barely manage to get out alive in that situation here. I don't think there's going to be any response from the side of Backstreet Boys though.
Look, it's going to be difficult, especially on this early game pressure that Equinox is putting onto them. We do see YSS is staying there in the bot lane, but Unholy Potato comes in and gets the kill onto the Valier. However, Clint does get that crit procced onto Unholy Potato. So that was a 1-for-1 exchange. Mage for jungle.
Mage for jungle, that's like fine. Like, oh, we are going to see a little bit of a mountain chakra play coming onto the kills and forcing out the flicker. Pretty decent start. Black Dragon form as well being committed here. We're going to see a little bit of a set coming through. No Petrify committed. Actually on the run coming in from Jordan here. We are going to see the Wrath of Dryad coming through for the escape though. Not an aggressive Wrath of Dryad in any way.
Garagacha's taunt is so annoying, to be honest. I mean, you did see Belleric trying to escape. Well, I mean the Yuzong trying to escape there, but he did get taunted back. We do see YSS going for the jungle invade. That extra, how can I say that extra range for you to pull out the jungle creeps is actually quite nice. I like it. Where was the days that you could pull the Rockman and your red buff together and take 2 buffs at one time?
Yeah, good times, man. Good times. You can't really do that anymore unless you have some help from your Roma. It's possible on some heroes. We are going to see Alta getting gone on underneath his tower here. 3 versus 1. It'll be quite impressive if he actually gets out. Not going to happen, as that's going to be an easy trade for the side of Equinox. However, it is going to be a trade nonetheless because they are getting the turtle.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so, but if you look at it, right, Equinox getting that, how would you say it, that stick of butter on the tier 1 turret in the top lane. We will potentially be seeing that tier 1 turret getting taken down as Garagacha and the Clint. Yeah, that's it. They do take the tier 1 turret. So, in my opinion, that's a fair trade. Getting that gold lead, or that extra gold on the turret as well. If we look at it, just before the 5-minute mark, it is currently 3.6k gold lead in favor of Equinox.
Yeah, Suyo, we haven't been seeing too much of. In fact, talking about Suyo, he's getting gone on right now. And Holy Potato on the run. Might be able to make it out. Just healing a little bit. Hijime is going to finish off the kill though.
What's your feeling about the Valir at this point?
I think he's very strong. I think he's a bit like a, you know, he's a utility mage. He does all the annoying things in the world. We are going to see a nice 3-man Wrath of Dryad coming through with the Black Dragon follow-up, but it is a 2 versus 4 situation. Can Jordan get a lot done? He's still alive here, as actually the Fury of the Phoenix helps secure the kill onto Valir.
There we go. Commentators coming in from Scarp Skenkel onto the Valir. Sorry, Valir.
I mean, that was an amazing little team play coming in from the side of the Backstreet Boys. Dude, I was like, Yuzong, this is a 2v4. Yuzong came in, wanted to try and, you know, get away out of safety, but he went back in, got a nice Petrify, Fury of the Phoenix on top of that, and then boom, the fight turned around. I'll play the replay for you guys here.
3-for-0 exchange. I mean, that does close down the gold lead that Equinox did have. However, we do see Equinox take... Oh, no, my bad. Backstreet Boys getting a tier 1 turret in favor of them.
Y'all gonna see a little bit of a red buff raid here. Looks like the S, I mean, what's his name? The L or something on the Ascension. I can't see the username anyway. We are gonna see Belleric running away. Barely making it out, but gets burned through. Cooked that's a burnt tree right there, coming through from the Valir. I was gonna say if he was some kind of animal, I would have been able to make a food joke, but
well, it is a druid nonetheless, and a druid is not an animal, but the embers of the torching wood.
make a nice you know, forest fire.
Yeah, there you go.
We have seen some really good responses coming through from Backstreet Boys here. So I'm expecting them to keep it up to some degree in this game. However, it's looking kind of difficult. Their main win condition is this Granger. And it's going to take him a little bit longer to get online. So he has a Sky Piercer, but he's significantly far behind Clint.
Well, it's going to be difficult. I mean, we are reaching the mid to late stages of the game now. I feel this next objective, the First Lord, will definitely set the rest of the tone of this match. The Backstreet Boys definitely not just letting it go. So I'm loving this fight back coming in from Backstreet Boys. However, they are in a 3-kill deficit as we do see the knockup coming in from the Yuzong. Wrath of Giants on 2-3. However, will the Valir get caught out? Yes, sir. Yuzong does finish off the Valir with his first kill. However, he does fall by the hands of Labu Labu.
It's quite a nice little play coming in from the side of Backstreet Boys. They had a good start to it. But the Valir, I don't know if you saw that, but the Valir had a max range pushback onto the YZ from his second skill, which made him cover so much distance away. So the Yuzong had to work a bit extra hard to finish off that kill onto Hijume. Very well played, Cover, making it a 1-for-1 trade, and essentially in the end, in that specific engagement. As the top lane turret, tier 2 turret has been taken down by the side of Equinox.
Yeah, so just before the 9-minute mark, we do see a 3-kill advantage still in favor of Equinox, but they're currently running away with the gold. It is almost a 5k gold lead. It is 4.3k gold lead.
You know, it could be worse, I think. I think they're holding on still. We've seen some crazy gold leads at this point in the game. But this is not anything too hectic. You're going to see Belleric getting gone on here, but he's quite a tanky target here. The Phoenix is well committed onto the ground. Mountain Shocker going in for the kill onto this Belleric. They should be able to get it. That's going to be a Sky Pierce stack for the side of the Ascension right there. We're going to see the Black Dragon form coming out as well, but there's not really any follow-up being committed by the side of Backstreet Boys. I don't think they're going to be able to secure this retry as a steal.
Yeah, so First Lord does go in favor of Equinox. This is Equinox is currently
okay. Bro stepped into the wrong bush.
Sorry, Suyi, but that was the wrong bush for you, bro. Yeah, so we're going to reach that 10-minute mark now. Equinox, they've got the pressure now. They've got the advantage. They should be able to get that last tier 2 turret and potentially the shields down onto those tier 3 turrets.
I'm just zooming in on Suyo's dead body here. It's quite nice. Yes, it's gone. Okay, enough fooling around, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the First Lord of the game. It's going to be pushing into that top tower. Let's see if they can get a lot done here. I don't think they can end the game unless they get a really, really good team fight coming in from the side of Equinox. We are going to see the AOG coming down onto the Belleric. It's going to be able to take him down, get another Sky Piercer stack as you'll get the Black Dragon form coming through. It's a little bit late. Not able to follow up and protect his teammate with that coming in from Jordan. So this base defense is going to look a bit difficult now without that Belleric.
Yeah, well, the Lord has been shredded down, but we do see the engagement continuing from side onto the Yuzong. That is to make that all 3 shields on the tier 3 turrets has been taken down. The minion waves are going to come in next. However, I mean, the tier 3 turrets did take some damage, bro. This is exactly what Equinox wanted to get out of that exchange from that First Lord.
Well, we're going to see if they can follow through with the defense here, as we're going to see that raid onto that tier 3 middle tower right now. Brody is up, so he's going to be able to use that Wrath of Dry defensively for his team. Let's see if the Black Dragon form can come out a bit earlier. I think that's like the biggest issue for them so far. Brody also getting knocked, his HP is knocked out completely here, so you can see the amount of poke that they're also utilizing when it comes to this YSS, this Valir, and this Clint. It's very hard to defend towers like this.
Yeah, well, bro, I'm going to agree with you there. But yeah, I mean, just to fall back to Jordan with the Yuzong, bro, he definitely needs to, well, either get the Belleric to initiate first, but we see a wasted Wrath of Giants. Was that potentially a misclick?
I think it wasn't too bad. I mean, I think it sort of stopped anything from any follow-up on the defense coming through for the side, again, protecting that Valir a bit. Again, the Black Dragon form has been committed, but it's not going to turn into anything once again. I mean, Jordan's been playing out of his mind earlier. Oh, missed out the Retria caster's curse. Again. No Petrify for Jordan there.
bro. I mean, look, just to get back to what I wanted to state earlier, right? It's either they need to get the Beneric to initiate first and then follow up with the Black Dragon form, but vice versa. I mean, that's the only. Oh, the Random Giants does land on 2-3. The Vengeance has been popped. Mountain Shocker into the back line. However, Valerio does take down the Beneric, but Granger does get a return kill. Look at you. He's currently split pushing, bro.
That's what all he can do at this moment. You know, the base defense is a bit too hard at this current moment, so being able to split push does generate a little bit of wealth for your team. The guaranteed wealth, right? There's no risk in pushing on a side lane unless you get caught, obviously. But a less risky move than trying to win a team fight. They definitely need to win a team fight at some point if they are trying to get into this game somehow, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, I mean, Unholy Potato just going to open up this back door. We will see a tier 2 tower is getting taken down in favor of Backstreet Boys. However, will Clint be able to catch the Suyu here? Oh my word, look at that damage as Sight gets a solo kill onto Unholy Potato.
Yeah, sorry, it was a replay playing while that one was happening. I think I managed to capture it though. I did not. Okay, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see that Lord push coming down onto the middle tower right now. It's already at half health, so they're doing a good job of killing it, but Killzone's going to be taken down by their YSS. We're going to see the Lord. It's making its way into the tower. We are going to also see the Black Dragon form for the defense with the Wrath of Dryad landing onto 2 people. That's not so bad as a start so far, but Brody's the next one to fall. And then Jordan follows shortly afterwards. This looks like a game that is over, Scarpy, as Equinox take game 1.
It is definitely a game that is over. So first match going in favor of Equinox. My question is, will Backstreet Boys be able to come back from this first match defeat? MVP going to site the Clint. No MVP for the side of Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. That was a very difficult match to sort of get done there. I do believe that the YSS should not have made it past the drafting phase. That's definitely the first mistake that Backstreet Boys made. However, it is the first game. They should be able to. They have first pick now as well, so they can either ban it or take it out this time. Hello.
Sorry. That was actually, to be honest, a crazy match coming up from the side of Equinox. I think the draft was also, like you said, that Heesun was crazy, but also the Valier just being able to deal with this pesky Yusong, because Yusong was a big problem for Equinox, but the Valier almost easily dealt with him. And my screen is black.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, I think they still have they just need to fix their draft a bit more. They definitely had a good move in the book when it came to their draft, going in with the Granger on the end of the first phase of the draft, and then immediately banning out the 1-1 and Erethal. We saw Yala Skip do that as well. It's quite a strong statement to put in a draft, right? It's a you know, you're going in for this win condition on the Granger and then immediately banning out its counters. That's sort of the idea with it. So yeah, if they can get rid of the YSS in that same exact draft, the game looks a lot more playable.
Definitely, but then you also have to make sure to keep the Lancelot ban. And if there isn't a Heesun and a Lancelot, I can still play the Sylvanna, which is also problematic in some other good junglers.
Yeah. So I don't know about Sylvanna, but I mean, it can work. We've seen it work, but it's not. You have to be quite comfortable on that hero. You can't just pick up a Sylvanna jungle as a basic way to play your draft. You need to sort of tailor it specifically for that. As we are going to head into the second game, I'll be handling the drafts this time. I think, as I said before, it is going to be 1 HP, or also known as Backstreet Boys, coming through for the first pick.
Welcome to Grok's Castle, tiny friend.
Hawk getting banned out. From what you saw last night, you've asked some of the team captains what
They call
their
me a
opinion on the
hero
Grakas,
because
but
I
after
saved
seeing
my
the games
nation from
last
falling
night,
apart.
what's your opinion on this hero?
I think it's good. I think you have to have at least a few classics under your belt in order to make it work. I think you can't just be like, oh, you revamped Hero Grok, let's pick it up. It's probably strong. It is strong, but you need to know how to use it. Otherwise, it just falls flat.
True. However, ironically, we do see the Yeast Nation getting banned out from the side of Equinox,
My tail's been itching for a real
and
team.
Kalea also banned out from the side of Backstreet Boys. So Equinox definitely has
Thorns
another
remain.
hero in
Your
mind that they
team
want
is
to
banned.
use in the new draft, banning Lancelot as well.
That is the two heroes I like to ban as well. The Lance YSS. I would like to be able to play Lance. I'm just not fast enough with my fingers. The YSS I also just don't play because I just don't like him. But these are the standard bans I would be throwing out against a team like Equinox. Although Equinox themselves are the ones banning them out, so it's a bit weird. They are scared of the YSS. They recognize the strength of it, especially since they did play it last game, so it's a good thing they banned it out. As we also see Uranus taken out as well on top of that.
The Uranus has been a pesky hero in the entire MSA for when he was picked up. But if he didn't have a good early game, then he ended up as everybody's damage spun. So he's also somewhat situational. But Alter picking up the Granger once
Hectic.
again.
That is hectic. I think it's very risky picking up Granger so early right now.
Let them play the
but
hero. I will be the
let me try and
this
get into
world
what they're thinking
desperately
here. What they're
needs.
thinking is, okay, we're gonna pick the Granger. They're gonna pick the Earth all the 1/1 earlier now, just to match the counter. But if they do that, we can pick an assassin that can pick off that marksman. So I think that's what's going through their heads here.
Definitely agreed. Goso got it going for the YZ Yuzong.
It's like
Jav
God,
picking
your
up
team is
Carmella.
picking.
Carmella also got buff in the latest patch where her flowers around her became from 2 to 3, but there were some adjustments on her second skill, reducing the slow effects and even some of the stun period.
Okay, I see. So you're trading control for a bit of durability and a bit of damage. I would love to see an Estes. I really would. Maybe what they can do here is they can pick the Estes with the Basha to cover the tracks. I think that would be a gamer move. I think Estes is actually quite strong. I think it's underrated.
This land is our homeland.
But anyway,
But if
It will
they had-
soon be
not
our
gonna see
burial
that
ground.
Estes. Okay.
But if they did pick the Estes, they would all have to stay together.
See
Like
value
where
in me?
Ender said, sometimes when you play a
You should.
support, sometimes the team plays a little bit more grouped up. And that is exactly what your Carmella would want.
That's true. Yeah, if they did want to run an SC draft, they'd have to worry about Carmella. That's 100% correct. So yeah, it's probably not the wisest move to pull out right here, as we are going to see the classic combo of the Carmella Sicilian. They have that extra skill that Sicilian can use to save his wife.
Did they get married though?
I don't know. Probably.
Love and night
Your
are
team is
everlasting.
banning.
The Millet Waltz is actually such an okay, not underrated. The fact is we just don't get to see it a lot. And the times when we do see a Sicilian Carmella combo in some of the tournaments and streams, the two are on the opposite sides of the map the entire time. I mean,
cure the pain.
come on.
Your team is banning.
That's fair. As we are going to see the Valentina ban actually coming through from the side of
see lots of
Equinox. What are they
prey.
cooking
Your
here?
team is
I think they're thinking of like a Lucas or an X4
Crowned
to
by
pick up
heaven's
now. I
mandate,
think that's what the
your team
Valentina ban
legacy
tells me. So
shall
I'm expecting to see one of
endure.
those heroes.
Not only that, you wouldn't want the Valentina to pick up the Black Dragon form or even the
Or even the
Curse of Blood.
Curse of Blood. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right there.
But you want to know something fun?
What's up?
How do you get 4 dragons in the same game?
You pick Yuzhong enemy picks Valentina.
Rocks need no protection from
That's
the
2. You're talking about Black Dragon specifically, not any dragon.
No, yes, the user. So basically, you put in a Valentina, play classic, and you put a Valentina in each team,
And a Yuzhong in each team.
team.
Okay, you didn't specify that it had to be classic as well, alright? But that is pretty funny. As we do see the Earthfell coming through. Okay, so this is what the Backstreet Boys were sort of ready to go against. I'm surprised they didn't actually ban the Earthfell at this point. But they do have the Earthfell versus Granger matchup. They need to be very careful about that. So as I said, I'm expecting an assassin, although I was not expecting a saber.
Saber doesn't count. Saber does not count as a good hero that you use in the 5-man team. But kills them picking up the Vixena and Brody going for the floor.
Spear is a fortress.
Oh,
And
my god! So Zilong! Zilong, ladies and gentlemen, has been picked up by the side of Equinox in the jungle. That is quite a spectacle.
Dark System has entered the MSA.
Listen, Zilong is a hero that is quite scary after, let's say, 17 to 18 minutes. All right, he takes quite long to get online, but you know, if they want to make this game long, or if they feel confident enough that they can win the game, even with a not so great jungler on their side, then sure, well, by all means they can go for it. But at the moment, I'm gonna have to say that the drops are about even to me, because minus points for the side of Equinox on paper, purely on paper for the Zilong. But then also what they do have is that Irithel versus Granger matchup, which is plus points. So I think it sort of evens everything out.
Till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
I definitely would have voted for Equinox's draft, but there's the long but one thing I noticed is the Florin. Even with the Florin, sometimes the teams still group up, so Carmela can still get some good Curse of Blood sets.
That's true.
That's true. So ladies and
ladies
and gentlemen, we are in. Forgot about me. I
actually did. We were so locked in from last night, man. So I forgot about Scarpy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be handing it over to Lotus and Scarpy for the casting. I will look after the camera.
All right, sweet. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second match in this best of 3 series. Will Equinox take this in a clean sweep fashion? Or will Backstreet Boys get the return W in this matchup?
We do see once again a skirmish here in the top lane, and Sicilian almost getting a double kill, but Florin is there helping the Granger to just stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to agree with that. But yeah, look, we do see this is what a combination of team plays coming in. Well, let's say composition of teams of heroes, combination of heroes. Oh my word, I'm just so confused. Sorry, my mind is focusing on 10,000 things at the same time. But let me get locked in and focused up onto the Mlbb at this point. Yuzhong, Lapu Lapu, a matchup once more, but just in different hands. Imagine that.
That's actually ironic. Now you'll get to test the heroes as well as both players' skill sets. First hit of the match up in a few seconds. I mean, like you said earlier, it's so sad to see all the diners gone. It's like they really did go extinct this time.
Oh my word, a Xylong in the jungle. Okay, let's go. As we do see the first turtle of this match is up. We do see the Black Dragon form has been committed from Gosu Akadu, who will get this retry. Xylong gets the retry onto the turtle. First turtle of this match does go to Equinox, as well as the first blood does go to the Yuzhong. Well, Yuzhong is not able to catch the Florin in the mix. However, Brethren does take a lot of damage, but that flower coming in from Florin does allow for that extra sustainability.
So right now we're almost into the 3-minute mark. 1 kill an advantage to the side of Equinox, but they did manage to secure almost 700 gold lead.
Yeah, I mean, look, we are heading into that 3-minute mark. 1 kill advantage in favor of Equinox. That's not the same as the previous match. At this time around, it was 3-0 exchange, so it's only 1. That means the plays has calmed down a bit. They are going to play a little bit more disciplined. Granger again for the side of Backstreet Boys. We do see the bat feast coming in from the Sicilian. Aerosol does catch the Florin, however, Granger does get a return. Aerosol picks up a double kill. Will they be able to focus onto the Fredrin here, or will the mage get caught out here? Yes, sir. Oh, that flicker coming in from Usual May, but he is not able to escape the grasp of the Fredrin.
I only have one question. When Carmilla was dying, why didn't Sicilian use the Moonlit Wall? Like, why? Oh, but Aerithal take him down.
Yeah, Aerithal did get taunted up from the Fredrin and first killed to death. However, we do see the rotation coming in here from Yuzong into this mid lane. The first kill and second skill combo onto the Camilla. The engagement does continue. Yuzong gets that first kill onto Unholy Potato, but the Black Dragon form has been committed. We do see the Bat Feast into the mix as well. However, Fredrin does fall in this engagement. It's currently a 1-0 exchange, but the Yuzong picking up a double kill as his passive did proc. The Sanguine claws onto 2. Cursed Blood does land onto both of them. Jordan and Brody is in a lot of danger here. Will we see that follow-up onto the damage from the Sicilian? No, the Lapu Lapu will be able to escape this with 10 HP. Second turtle of this match is up.
But in the meantime, Zalong was split pushing out the bot lane and taking it out the first tier turret.
Yeah, so tier 1 turret. Currently, Equinox has that map advantage, and that's another turtle going in favor of them. I mean, looking at the gold, that's 2.3k gold lead in favor of Equinox.
That is true. Granger is already also making sure to get the amount of gold that he can from this top turret, but the Yuzong does not allow him to get too far.
Yeah, but I mean, in the meantime, in the top lane, Yuzong does get the kill onto Florin. Granger is currently low. Will Equinox be able to capitalize on this tier 1 turret? As we do see everyone is rotating here to the top lane. Aerithal is being left to farm there in the bot lane. That's ideally what you want from the Aerithal. She wants to get her core items early on.
Fredrin pushing out the mid lane with the Vixen, wants to go for the turret, but he's a tanky boy, he won that so easily, but Aerithal also engaging onto him.
Does fall to the Zylog. However, we did see that armor buster onto the Fredrin. However, no follow-up from the side of Equinox onto the Fred. Look, Fred needs to be respected. He is a tanky boy, but we do see the engagement of Camilla getting that stun onto Lapu Lapu. Vexana just getting that second skill stun onto Equinox, but currently, I mean, low word. Equinox is putting the pressure here. It's aggressive plays coming in here.
That is true. I mean, past the 6-minute mark, 7-3, my bad. And 3.5k gold lead over Friction once again into a lot of trouble right now.
You see that Arbiter's Praise's Wrath landing onto the Camilla and Aerithal combination, but not being able to get the right amount of damage. We do see Al with the Xylon does take a lot of damage here from the Granger. We do see the Cursed Blood not landing onto anyone. Vexana does get the Eternal Guard onto the Camilla, and Camilla has been eliminated. It is a 1-for-1 exchange. Jungle for Rome. I am favoring that exchange in favor of Equinox. So this Xylon, oh my word, he's shredding through this turtle. Xylon, is this a new solo queue meta hero for jungle?
But the engagement once again. Yes.
As the Black Dragon form has been committed from the Yuzong, he is focusing onto the Vexana, but the Vexana does get that dash out.
He's gonna get chased by Backstreet Boys, but seems like he'll get out of there with no trouble. But Aerithal once again pushing this tier 2 turret in the bot lane. Will manage to take it down in the meantime.
Yeah. 1-1 split coming in from Equinox. is proving very fatal, as we do see the praises wrap from the Fredrin does land onto the Camilla once more. Erythal into the backline, but she is taken down by the Desunata from the Granger. However, Granger is packing a punch onto Yuzong, but Yuzong does have that mobility and does escape. Xylong does get the kill onto Lapu. So that's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Backstreet Boys.
I have a question. Has Sistine ever once used the Moonlit Waltz in this game? Oh, but Salong in trouble. Yes, sorry. It might feel like Russians fit in, but that Moonlit Waltz is such a good skill. Why not capitalize? Just
I mean, we will see Equinox going onto this tier 1 turret, as we do see the Vexana has been taken down by the Sicilian. However, Equinox, they have the advantage. Oh, Xylong gets a solo kill onto the Fredrin. Over this, but we do see Xylong into the backline. He gets a double kill onto the Granger. Oh my word, how did that happen? I didn't see that.
I also missed it, but he managed to get it, and with the first Lord of the game spawning up in a few seconds, 4 in fact, and they have the map control right now. They have the gold advantage being 7,000 and a 7 kill advantage.
Yes. So it is 7.3k gold lead in favor of Equinox, right? But the reason why I said I didn't see that is because there was a gap between the Xylong and, well, the hero that he killed. I that was very far, unless that was the... Wait, does he have the Wind Talker on? Yeah, it was the Wind Talker. Never mind. Okay, I know how he died. It was the Wind Talker that procced.
Interesting. So the first Lord is gonna be going down the top lane. Equinox would want to sync up the lanes maybe right now. Thorn is actually surprisingly not that... I thought she died a lot more times, but just 0, 2, and 4 right now. The thing is, Backstreet Boys do have a competition that allows them to defend.
Yeah, well, I am going to agree with you, but however, Equinox does have a composition that can do a lot of damage. As we do see, the Sanguine Claws is committed onto the Fredrin. Yuzong is finally taken down by the Granger. However, the Bat's Feast has been committed. We do see that Armor Buster from the Aircraft coming in. However, the focus is onto Fredrin once more. Unholy Potato will be taken down by the Xylong, as the Lord was allowed to get onto the tier 3 turret. Just doing some damage. Next minion wave onto another tier 3 turret. The minion waves will be coming in, so Equinox should be able to focus onto this. Oh, it's been pullback coming in from Xylong as Lop, who has been taken down. That's a 2-for-1 exchange.
Surprisingly enough, none of the inhibitor turrets fell. L wants to let one fall, but yeah, Backstreet Boys isn't gonna allow that just yet. They did manage to stall out the game, turn the ending angle into a defensive one, and with the Granger proccing up as well, not proccing up, scaling up, with the Vexana as well, they can maybe, if they take the game for long enough, they can take the game later on and even turn the tides. The problem with that is the Sicilian is also gonna scale up his stacks to a very devastating amount.
We do see Equinox going for that 4-1 split push. We do see the Sanguine Claws and the Sun Elf coming in from the Camilla. However, the Bat's Feast has been committed. The Internal Guard is into the play. However, the Internal Guard is will not be able to focus onto anyone, as the Internal Guard has been removed. Xylong is into the mix as well. We will see that next team. Will we see the next team fight popping off now? It is 20 seconds away from the next Lord of the match. This is the second Lord of the match.
It looks like an Holy Potato does want to contest for this Lord. I mean, if Equinox gets the Lord, that could put Backstreet Boys in a very difficult position, but it's gonna also be difficult to even try to get the Lord.
I mean, look, I completely underrated and I doubted the Xylong. No, I'm not saying ZA, I'm saying Xylong. So Z-I. It might be my pronunciation that makes it sound like Xy, but it's a Xylong. Xylong. Zilong. Okay, there you go. I'll pronounce it that way. Zilong. As Zilong does take the second Lord of the match. We do see the Black Dragon form coming in from the Yuzong onto, well, a full team of Backstreet Boys as the Sanguine Claws does land onto the Lapu.
Once again, they have the Lord. Backstreet Boys, my bad. I keep forgetting all the names tonight. But Backstreet Boys do have, once again, a good defensive comp. Oh my goodness. And the thing is, they just maybe need to once again hold it out. And if this time they can even get some kills with it as well. They can put some pressure on the lanes and take some pressure off of themselves. But it is going to take a lot of effort.
Yeah, we will see all three inhibitors getting punctured on, as we do see the Cursed Blood does land onto 2. The Black Dragon form has been committed. Equinox is currently into the base as the godlike kill comes in from Zilong. That's a double kill for him, but that's a shutdown kill from the Praise's Wrath from the Brethren. However, Sicilian does follow up by taking down, but this is a game set match going in favor of Equinox. Taking this matchup 2-0. Backstreet Boys will be sent packing home, unfortunately. Equinox will be facing either, well, Vikings x Gascon or Fantasy. So we will see on the schedule who Equinox will be facing off in the next phase of the lower brackets. But GG's well played to both teams. Granger, Alta picking up the MVP for the side of Backstreet Boys, and Zilong picking up the MVP for the side of Equinox.
Zilong Jungle.
Rico, what was your take on this match, bro?
Well, yeah, that was some. I think the power of some of these picks, like Zilong, it's definitely scary. If you don't know like how to play against it, I think these picks can backfire a lot. I think you can run into a situation where, oh, my jungler has a Zilong. I'm starting to call it Xylong now. Anyway, my jungler has a Zilong, and it's like mega losing us the game right now, and like you want to flame him. But it can also be a situation like this where the enemy team did not expect it. They kind of just got run over by it. Zilong, he was split pushing, he was cleaning up the fights, he was doing all the good stuff that the tier can provide. So well played to Equinox. They managed to knock out Backstreet Boys from the MSA Cup. People, 51% of you voted for Backstreet Boys to be knocked out, so 51% of you, the majority, the small majority, are correct.
Yeah. So,
Small
ladies and gentlemen, we will be having that pause break up for you. Oh, wait, we've got an interview with the captains in a moment, so we'll have that pause screen up for you in a second, and we will be back with an interview just before the next matchup does happen. It will be Madagascar up against Immortal Order. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream. After that very, very short break. Sorry, I just needed to get some refreshments and, well, yeah, go to the lavatory, right? Before anyone says anything about my pronunciation, it is what it is, okay? But, yeah, I mean, this matchup between Equinox up against Backstreet Boys being the fan favorites this entire MSA Cup. I mean, but look, listen. We are talking about Equinox here. Equinox has had some upsetting matches. I mean, taking down Exodus, we didn't expect that, in all honesty. And just the way Equinox have been playing the last couple of games, like, truly and honestly, Equinox is going to leave, well, is currently busy leaving a footprint here on the MSA Cup. So, yeah. Gents, how are you feeling after that match?
Hi. I guess I'm feeling good. Not too bad, to be honest. At least we won, so we can advance and still keep the fight going.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, just to introduce the people here in the voice chat that Scarpy didn't do. This is Hijime talking. We're also joined by Gosu Okada here in the voice chat. But yeah, Hijime, it's glad to hear that you guys are happy about your win. What would you say about your opponents tonight, Backstreet Boys? I think they definitely put up a fight from what we saw, especially in the first game. They were definitely getting some stuff done, especially with the Granger. They were getting some good shutdown kills, in my opinion, but you guys managed to overcome it and and conquer your opponents. What did you think about them in general, though?
I don't think they were too bad. I mean, they were decent enough opponents, so they were good. It's just that once we figured them out and the way they rotate and their rhythm, it was GG's.
All right. And then Akado, let's get something straight here. Who is the captain of Equinox? Is it Akado, right? That's the captain of Equinox.
No, it's not me. It's Al. Al is the captain of Equinox.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more as well about Equinox themselves. This is a rebranded team, right? Or is this something completely new?
It's something completely new. So basically, Al is like the leader of the team, but I was the one that got Hijime and all the members together to form a team to play together and to maybe win some tournaments, and maybe in the future we'll even compete in other major tournament that's upcoming.
Yeah, maybe like what you call it, like your ISF, for example, right? That we see Equilibrium going into. So you think that's on the roadmap for you guys at some point? You think?
Definitely in the future we consider that.
All right, that sounds pretty good. Looks like you guys are going to be up against the winners of this next match here, if I'm correct, Scarpy and Lotus. Is that right?
No. So Equinox will be facing either Fantasy
Oh.
or Vikings X Gascon.
Sorry. Okay, no, sorry, I'm mixing up my opponents here. Yeah, I mean those two teams are also quite strong. I'd say definitely two underdog teams. I know that Fantasy has been around the server quite a while. We've seen them a bit. But Gascom / Vikings, we have not. These guys have just come into the MSA and have surprised everyone. Who are you guys more scared of when it comes to these next two opponents?
Definitely Fantasy, I would say, is more. I mean, we versed them before in rank, and I think they are like a tough opponent to verse. But I think with our plan that we had, we'll make it through.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Lotus, anything else you'd like to ask the gentleman here?
I'm just thinking with the next two teams playing against each other, a more Order versus Madagascar. I know this is a long-awaited match everyone wants to see, but what are your guys' opinions on it?
I'm sorry, you're kind of breaking up, so it was hard to hear you.
Okay, so let me just repeat what she asked, right? So she's referring to this next matchup, which is Madagascar up against the Immortal Order, and she was asking what your guys' opinion is on the next matchup.
Well, not so recently. We just was both teams in rank in the same day, and from what I can say is, I think Madagascar will take the win.
Same.
Okay. Gentlemen, I'm going to put you on the spotlight here, right? I'm going to ask you if whoever you're going to be facing, whether it is Vikings X Gascon, that's a lengthy name, or if it's Fantasy, what will your message be to the team that you will be facing off in the next phase of the lower brackets?
I would say good luck and all the best to our opponents. We look forward to versing whoever it is.
Well, the only thing I would say is that we haven't been the favorites in all these matches against anyone. So maybe this time it would be much of a surprise to win this whole thing.
Oh, look, I am going to add to that, Okado. I mean, you guys, like I mentioned when I introduced, well, not introduce you as individuals, but when I introduced Equinox, right? You guys, nobody expected you to perform the way that you performed. But then looking back at it, we didn't really have, or the community didn't really have the information on Equinox that we have now. And like I said, you guys are busy placing a footprint here in the scene. So I'm very excited to see what you guys do next. And yeah, GG's well played on your dominant performance tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I just quickly want to see. Okay, we're still waiting for 2 members from the side of, well, the team in the tournament lobby. So we still have a few minutes. Rika, is there anything that you would like to add, bro?
Nah, I don't think so. Hey, Scarpy, I think we're going to just have a little short break before our next game here. We should be about a few minutes. So thank you to Kato and to Hijime. Congratulations once again. We will be seeing you soon.
Thank you, guys. Yes.
Thank you, guys.
And the best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is, well, the second best of 3 series of the evening. It is Immortal Order up against Meta Gascar. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very, very, well, exciting matchup. My question is, will Immortal Order be able to take down Madagascar? Or will Madagascar be able to take down Immortal Order? That is the question to ask here. Which team will reign supreme in this matchup? And, well, we'll be proceeding to the next phase of the lower bracket, facing either Fantasy or Vikings X Gascon. However, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to head into the draft.
Which team will reign supreme and get the ice cream and blow some steam on the beams of the self-esteem? Yo.
And giving us some content on the stream.
On the stream, yo. Yo. Alright, some few bars for you there. I'm not a freestyler. I wish I was a bit better at that. It's a very cool skill to have, but I'm not. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. IO, our boy Shroomsy, great caster here, coming in, playing for Immortal Order. Also, gonna have them against Madagascar. No, I was looking for Larry and B. I couldn't see him, but okay, there he is. Well, a good friend of mine, been playing with me for a while. So I'm torn. I don't know who to vote for here.
Well, I guess that's why casters always have to stay so unbiased. Before Scott does anything, I'm gonna put that out there. But we do see everyone get banned out from the side of Mortal Order.
All right, Scarp will keep quiet for now, but Scarp will be casting with Rika. The Immortal Order match, first match. So, Rika, seeing that Waylander is not here, right? There was a question directed at him. So, I'm going to direct this question to you. Who is your top 5 jungle players? And the question is asked by Rin X.
I will give you maybe not my top 5 junglers, but I'll give you just the best junglers that are on the top of my head in our region. I think, okay, number 1, gonna go Con. Conqueror, most I'd say he sits at the top sort of there. Coming up next, I think I have to go with Swag in his prime. I know he doesn't play too much jungle now, but Swag is definitely an extremely talented jungler coming from the side of Honey Buns.
Your team is
next up, I would say it gets a bit shaky from here, right? Because we have a lot of upcoming junglers that are starting to prove themselves quite a lot. Like Larry and B, a gold lane main, or even a mid lane main, and even before that, has started playing insanely well, coming through on the jungle here. So I'll just name a few that I think are good. Yeah, you got your Larry and B for the side of Equilibrium. You also have Lindo, who's also been showing up in the ISF, who's very talented. And then lastly, it's gonna have to be Sepulga.
I was waiting for that, but lastly, it's me. All right, Rin X, just type in the chat if what do you think of Rika's top 5 junglers while in the server. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be handing over to Lotus and Rika as they will be handling the draft.
Yo, it's Rika in the chat. We're gonna go and throw a bat on the cat that is this draft. Yo.
Wait. Let's not go into animal abuse.
Oh yeah, that is technically, if you think of it that way. Yeah. Yeah, well, we've hovered over the band so far real quick. Lancelot and the YSS are banned. That's pretty standard stuff. A little bit of interesting bands after that. The Sicilian, Farsa, and the Exborg. Ibis is slightly understandable, but the rest are a bit weird.
I think it's mostly to target ban each other, because we have seen Immortal Order play Exborg to a T at times, and Shiro on his Sicilian and Farsa. Yeah, that is something you don't want to deal with. But Jake's picking up the Uranus, but Didia is back going for the Basha, and Shiny going for the 1-1 off the bat.
That's pretty ambitious, coming in from Shiny. 1-1 is a bit of a hero that needs a great game to make her shine a lot. No pun intended for that. But I think that it can work. They just need to be a bit careful about making sure she has a good lane. They can pick up something pretty intense coming in from IO that can deal with it. Like let's say, there is a few marksmen that are good against 1-1. I'm just trying to think of them. Irithel, for example, is very good against 1-1. Can sort of maneuver around. There we go. Call me the prophet.
Sagittarius guides my arrow. Your team is picking.
You ain't gonna stop it. I'm gonna lock it up and then bop it.
The third one didn't rhyme very well.
Fair enough.
Larry and B getting the next pick before we go into the second phase of the drafting phase, but we'll probably want to switch out, leave the jungler for earlier. Goes with Mlbb. But if we're looking at Jake's spell, we might be able to see the Uranus even in maybe the jungle or in the XP line. So he's sort of a flex pick right now. A little bit.
True. I think the Basha when it comes to that.
My tail's been itching for a real fight.
It's nice, right? Because you're playing up in the Basha into the Uranus. So you've got that one way to counter him. I think it's not the best way, playing Basha just for the anti-heal against the Uranus, but it's definitely a way. They don't have to worry too much about tank killers on that regard. So I think it's fine. I must say I don't really like Basha on the roam, if I'm being honest. I think he works a lot better as a jungler in this current patch, just because you can give him a lot more farm and then he can go in a bit harder rather than just sort of hang around. But I can see their angle.
I agree with you, but he also works quite nicely because you can either see him in a Roman jungle. But good news, my electricity finally came back, just as Ling also gets banned out from the side of Mortal Order.
Fair enough. I mean, Ling, that's a bit of an interesting ban. I mean, it sort of makes a little bit of sense. Not too big of the big ban.
We've seen Larry and B on the Ling, and when I see Madagascar, one of the two junglers you see the most from them is the Ling and the Hayabusa in the jungling position, so it makes sense. But Matilda also getting banned out from the side of Madagascar.
All right. Yeah, Matilda, that makes, again, not so much sense. I mean, sure, if they're going to run the Uranus, who's a hero that, can use the extra mobility, it would be great. I was thinking, maybe pick up the Matilda on the side of Madagascar. That's what I was like getting out with the Basha if you threw it in the jungle. But again, they're probably going to pick this on the roam, by the way it looks from P. Diddy.
It could be, but with the bans not making so much sense, I think they're mostly once again target bans.
I'm bound by nothing.
Your
family or
destiny.
Okay, but that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Gusion ban?
I don't think they play I don't think Larry plays that much Gusion. Maybe he's been running a few of the Gusion games. I don't know. Maybe they've been stalking him out.
I think Mobile Legends is the only place that he can legally stalk someone.
So true. Anyway, we are going to see that Lunox pick coming through. That's going to be your tank killer for the Uranus there. I think they might be leaning into it too much, but I think it's not too bad of an idea. Their goal lane is going to be a little bit difficult with this Irithel coming through for the side of Madagascar. So I think they need an answer for it. Right now, they don't have too much catch. Irithel this game is just going to be able to run around, do whatever she wants. Especially with a Minotaur guarding her and setting up for her. So I think that I'm really liking Immortal Order's draft on paper compared to Madagascar right now. There's no way you pick that.
To be honest, I'm agreeing with you right now. Also, please don't tell me they're gonna go for the Karina. You already have two people going to deal with the tanks. You need someone that can help a bit more on the team fight side and actually just a good jungler. Karina is decent, not the best jungler.
I think it's similar to what we saw last game. It's the Zilong kind of pick, right? It's something that's out of meta. Can take the enemy by surprise if played well. We're gonna go for the Karina. We've never seen her. I've got no more than that.
Aw.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Well, I'm going to add to that. I see a lot of her in the epic ranks.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Not all of us are epic, Scoppy. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of players you're dealing with.
Oh, bro, let's not even talk about it, right? Right. I'm just going to say this: if I've got like 40 matches in ranked now, that's going to be a lot. So I don't get to play as much as I would like to, or as have played in the past. But like, nonetheless, both drafts are set. Can you just pop that poll up? Oh wait, let me quickly do that.
Oh, I can do it since I'm doing cameraman. I think here, so I think I'll.
No, it's me and you casting. We can't let
never
Lotus cast.
Okay. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen. I will be here. That's true. I did not cast last game. You are 100% right. It's like you want
Alright,
to
so
fight.
into the matchup we go.
5 seconds.
All
No, I
through the
don't want
night.
to fight.
The battlefield.
I'm gonna
Like
be
it's a bright light
Yeah.
and a deer in the headlight.
You can't rhyme light with light.
I said bright night, like a deer in the headlight.
Okay, dude. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first game of this best of 3 series. Here we're gonna have Immortal Order versus Madagascar. As I said before, I find it quite hard to put a favorite on this because I do like these teams both quite a lot. You know, we've got some friendly faces here. So, but if we're looking at drafts specifically, I'm going for Immortal Order. I think their draft makes a whole lot more sense. It does not got that off-meta pick like the Karina, and the Earth versus 1-1 matchup's pretty good.
Oh my word, but Madagascar going for that early jungle invade, but the first blood going to Minotaur as Karina has been taken down. Larry NP falls to the Minotaur.
Wow, the banger of a start so far. We're gonna see that Larry sort of try to go in, got that standard Karina thing where you think you're gonna do more damage in the early game, but you're not, and you're squishy. So you have to farm on this hero. You can't just autopilot it.
You can't. I mean, look, Karina was one of my, when I just started playing Mlbb, she was one of the first heroes that I played, and at that point in stage, tank build Karina was still a thing.
Oh
bro.
yeah, tank Karina. That was unplayable, man. That thing was so strong, so unkillable. I'm glad that they nerfed that. Anyway, maybe if it was the same Karina in this day and age, it would be fine, but it's not. We have you're pretty much exclusively going damage on Karina now. It's not really, you can't really play a tank, unless you know you're against like 5 basic attackers. Then you can go like a concentrated energy into full tank build. You can be kind of like an annoying sort of front line here with it, but yeah. I think Larry's gonna go for the damage. Yeah, he's got the penetration, magic penetration boots.
Well, it's the first title of this match that has spawned up. Who will take it? Will it be Immortal Order or will it be Madagascar? Immortal Order currently has that 200 gold lead as we do see the engagement from P. Diddy's back from the Braxia. Oh.
Nice little Brave Spider coming through from the Lapu there. We are going to see a kill coming onto Shroomsy though, stepping a bit too far against that Lunox, who has that tank killing potential. Shiro pumping in those Chaos Assaults.
So Madagascar has 1 kill advantage and well did take the gold lead advantage as soon as they took that turtle. It is almost, it's 800 gold lead in favor of Madagascar. Make it 900.
True. As we see now, the game is sort of it's feeling a little off for Immortal Order right now. They've lost a few fights. They need to roll it back a bit. Oh,
we do see Lucas currently going for this red jungle invade. red buff jungle invaders. Will Karina notice, or Larry and B notice that the red buff is missing?
Yeah, he definitely notices it now. P Diddy's back. He's going to be able to attack on the back where he's going to crack. He's dealing the crack, and then we're also going to see the retribution. It's smacking them, and I'm not doing any more rhymes here. We're going to see the lights out also coming in from Lunox as well. Shroomzy on the front of things with the crossbow tang coming down onto Angelic Fury. It's going to be Basha going on onto Postpone Malone. Larry and B gets that, I don't know the name of Karina ulti, but uses that one.
But can you just quickly check up on Karina's ulti for us, please?
Shadow Assault.
Shadow Assault.
That sounds like a... No, never mind. Okay. You are going to see down in the bottom lane, though. I'm surprised that Jake's is not kind of owning this lane. I feel like Lapu versus Uranus is very Uranus-sided. Lapu does not have enough damage to get through him in pretty much ever, unless he's got like a big lead.
That comes down to that early game rotation coming in from the Uranus. That did put him slightly behind on the Lapu as he was taken down. But yeah, I mean, Lapu is 1-0 and 3, where Uranus is 0-1 and 0, as we do see a Postpone Malone gets taken down in the top lane.
Yeah, that's
5
rough.
seconds away from the next hurdle.
That's rough. That's meant to be their favorable matchup, and they're also going to get a full stick of butter out of it onto the top lane here. Going to see a bit of an engagement in the bottom here with the Bravest Fighter coming down onto Angelic Fury. There's nothing that the ZT can do in that situation. Maybe a Shadow Assault as well from Larry and B. Might be able to catch Minotaur, but Shroomzy does have that known Fury, so they're looking at something good happening up at the turtle fight. However, look at the top lane though. Jira and Shiny, this is completely zoning that Irithel without any concession, so she's going to lose her tower.
Oh, bro, look, I'm going to be honest. I was quite surprised that Immortal Order did allow Madagascar to pick up the Bucks here. I mean, Bucks here is definitely one of those heroes that you would like to pick up for your side, especially, you know, Madagascar likes the front-lining compositions. But nonetheless, we do see Immortal Order trying to get that tier 1 turret taken down in the top lane. Will they be able to do so as Baxia comes onto the Minotaur? Peter is back once to engage onto the backline. The Minoan Fury does land onto 2. However, Minotaur has been taken down. The killing spree going for the Karina.
Yeah, that was a good play coming in from the side of Madagascar there. Nice and easy kill onto Shroomzy. Sure, it's just a roam, but it does generate more of that advantage that you need on a snowbally hero like Karina. So yeah, I'm liking so far what Madagascar is giving us. Gonna see a Bravest Fighter coming through onto Muffin. Does have that beast form. Gonna be able to pop it here, but not enough survivability coming through from Muffin. He's gonna get taken down as well.
Madagascar currently putting the screws onto the wheels for the trolley. Madagascar is definitely getting that snowball running. It is 8 kills advantage in favor of Madagascar, as well as a 6k gold lead just before the 7-minute mark. We will see Uranus get engaged upon as that brave fighter from the Lapu has come through, but we do see the shadow kill coming in from the Karina.
Ooh. Yeah, that's rough.
Shadow Assault.
But Karina technically counts as a tank killer, right? It has that percent missing HP true damage. So if you catch a Uranus while he's low, he's pretty much dead if you use your combo on him. So I think the pick's not too bad, actually. We've been seeing some wacky picks working so far in the MSA Cup towards the lower bracket. So great stuff to see. Keeps us engaged with not going too stale with meta picks.
Yeah, we do see the engagement from Baxia onto the Irithel. However, we will see Shiro with the Lunox coming in and taking down Postpone Malone. Postpone Malone is not having a very great time with this Irithel in the gold lane.
That is true. I think he is yeah, I mean, as I said, I think they realized on the side of Madagascar that they've got an unfavorable matchup in the gold lane, so they fortified the 1-1's lane quite a lot with Shiro, with the rotations from Shiro.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
We are gonna see Diddy's back.
Shiny is back, right?
Oh yeah, I just noticed that everyone. I just noticed the usernames. Something's back. You know. I don't know why I just didn't notice until now.
It's only Shiro and Larry that doesn't have that back.
Yeah, they don't have any backs as we see the Fury of the Phoenix coming down, not doing too much in this situation. We are going to see as well Diddy's back in the front line here, just not giving a toss about any damage coming their way, but Shearing gets blown up by the heavy crossbow. Nice Minoan Fury coming through with the follow-up. It's not going to be any follow-up, unfortunately, as it's a triple kill for the 1-1. Make it a maniac there.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Oh, thanks, Earthland. Oh, going for a 4-0 and 3. I mean, just before that engagement, I wanted to mention that the 1-1 hasn't picked up any kills, but surprisingly enough, not maniac there for Shiny's back.
I mean, I think this is a load into an end angle now. They're up ahead almost 11,000. I think that's a new record. I don't think we've seen a 9-minute 11,000 goal lead.
No, we haven't. It was at the just past the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, so that is insane. If we have a quick look at the items here, 1-1 going for the Sky Pierce. It's got 40 stacks on it as well. Almost double Irithal's net worth at this point. That is unheard of. We are going to see a kill onto Minotaur down the bottom lane, but in the top, it's going to be another Sky Pierce stack. Oh, look at Postpone. Malone wants to get a little action for himself, but this 1-1 is just too scary at this point.
Well, Irithel only completing 2 items now. I mean, she doesn't have her core items yet. So, as soon as Irithel gets her core items, her full 3-item build, I think she should be able, or Postpone should be able to start dishing the damage. That is if Madagascar allows it to go that far.
Okay, we're looking at 2 inhibitor turrets being taken down here. It's going to be a bit ambitious for Madagascar to go in here, but I think they're going to go for it anyway. We're going to see the monster kill coming in from the Shiny's back with the crossbow tang doing so much damage. Shrooms have to back off just a little bit. We are going to see that flicker combo coming in from the Lunox, but the Angelic Fury does manage to make it into the fountain here. It's going to get punished out for it, but the base is wide open at this point. It's going to be a nice and easy game, I think, for the side of Madagascar.
Madagascar drawing that first blood, taking this first matchup in, well, a very dominant fashion. The Immortal Order, they definitely have the tools to bring one back, but let's see how this one does come into the second matchup. So the Lapu picking up MVP for the side of Madagascar. GG's well played to both teams. Let's go.
Yeah, I surprisingly 1-1 without the MVP there. Yeah, Erased.
Well, yeah.
Someone like that gets it up. I mean, it's sort of deserved actually. If you look at the stats here, did the most damage, took the most damage. Well, slightly less than Basha, but still didn't have any deaths to their name. So that sort of makes sense to me here. Lotus, how you feeling?
Yeah.
After your team kind of getting smashed here.
Not a good question to ask at this point of stage.
Yeah, sorry.
But I see you like throwing salt.
Oh, okay. That wasn't my intention there. Okay, okay. Anyway, you don't have to answer. You don't need to answer that question. But what did you think of the game, at least?
To be honest, even though they lost, I know that they do have the ability to make a comeback. I mean, objectively speaking, both teams are strong. Immortal Order is still, from what I understand, not one of the older squads and not as old as Madagascar. But they're playing well, and they have tools, and they're always constantly improving. And Madagascar is an amazing team. I mean, the way that they helped the 1-1, like the 1-1 wasn't a bad matchup, but they just made sure to help the 1-1 turn that matchup around. Like, that was crazy.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going into the second game shortly. Let's just check on the lobby status. Looks like everyone's almost ready here. Scoppy, the poll is not up. I will put the poll up.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
The poll. I'll put the poll up now. I'll put the poll up.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. as Rika missed the pulse lighting. It was all just a little bit exciting.
Okay. We got bars from Scarpy there. I like it.
Well, we can go another round. We can definitely go another round.
You say you want to go for another round, but it's your
Yeah.
Okay, how do I make this not sound sexual? But it's your face. I'm a pound. There you go. Oh, that's still okay. I'm done. Pause. Pause.
Chat. Spam one.
No.
If Rika just made you laugh.
Pause. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, no more bars from me for the rest of the evening. We're gonna see both teams ready. We should be going into the next game here.
Fricka fresh. Guess who's back? Back again. With no bars. Rika's not back. To Tali's friend. To get the smash on the like and subscribe button. Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the next drafting phase. It's the second matchup. Madagascar up against Immortal Order. Lotus, let me and you quickly handle this draft. And give Rika some time to recover. One love, bro. One love. Special shout out to Rika, though. Special shout out. I've been seeing a lot of praise coming in the chat for the quality of the stream and the instant replay. I mean, it's definitely one that is liked. So thank you so much, Rika. Much appreciated. As Madagascar does ban out the glue for the first ban for the side of Madagascar.
Glue is a pretty strong hero right now, but do you think he is first ban worthy?
Glue is Glue is definitely a hero that you would like to ban out first. But yeah, Immortal Order respecting the Lapu Lapu.
That Lapu Lapu was crazy. Yes, he also got the MVP, but the sustainability, the damage, and the way that he just chased the squishies around the map, giving Madagascar even more map presence. But X-Borg also once again getting banned out from the side of Madagascar.
Yeah, well, let's see. Oh my word! What awkward timing. Yeah, the Madagascar definitely respect banning that X-Borg. I mean, there's a lot of members of Immortal Order that can play the X-Borg to its fullest potential, and X-Borg currently being so OP. I mean, it is a warranted a ban. Just to mention something, right? If I was in the lobby here, right, it would have definitely been a Garagacha or a Badang ban. Hashtag I miss playing tournaments with Immortal Order. Recap Viking series. But yeah, the response from Immortal Order does focus on to the mage, as Sicilian has been removed from the equation.
My tail's been itching for
And
a
Eric
real fight.
is back, is bans out the Kalea. We have all seen how Shrooms plays the Kalea, and it has caused a lot of problems for a lot of teams in the MSA to whichever opponent they faced, and they allowed Shroomsy to take up the Kalea.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely expecting a 1-1 ban as a respect ban coming in from the side of Immortal Order. I don't think they should allow Shinies back to pick up the 1-1. But look, if this is a difficult decision to make, because we have seen Larry and B playing the Lancelot. I'm actually thinking to focus ban Larry and B with his final ban. And just let the 1-1 go for the next phase. Oh, Immortal Order banning out the 1-1. Larry in B has the Lancelot open. Will he pick up his Lance? Yes, there we go. Larry and B on the Lancelot. Larry and B with his Lancelot is honestly cooked.
That is true, but the same can also be said about Muffin on the YSS, and Madagascar allowed YSS to sift through the
They
cracks.
call me a hero.
And
because
there
I
it is,
saved
with
my
being
nation
picked
from
up by
falling
Muffin.
apart.
Yeah, so both teams having very strong junglers at this point. I'm just very curious to see what Immortal Order is going to bring up with the next pick. Will they bring up a mage, or will they allow Jakes to pick up an XP first? Because obviously I don't want in theory you don't want the gold laner to pick next or your roam, because there is still the counter options.
That is true.
Hope will find
But
a way.
Angelic Fury
Your
going
team is
with the
picking.
signature Vexana?
Yeah, Angelic Fury with the signature Vexana. So this currently is looking very beautiful for the side of Immortal Order. I mean, we have seen Angelic's plays with the Vexana. So yeah, I'm glad to see her back on this Vexana. And I raised T's back, showing us the Mincetar.
Flow from my spear.
Yes, it's Mincetar into the mix. Now, my question is, the Baxia is open. Will P Diddy's back pick up the Baxia once more?
They could, but would it be
Yes, the nobles
So
can
that,
handle it.
surprisingly enough, picking up the Gusion, we'll probably see him in the mid lane. That would be interesting because you don't see it as much in the 5-man scene as much as you see it in Classic or Epic rank. Scott, would you agree?
Don't even start with me. Don't even start with me, right? Gusion is actually a viable pick for the mid lane. Right? It's not favoritable, but it's viable. So yeah, maybe Xylan is very comfortable with the Gusion in the mid lane. Who knows?
Let's hear from the crowd.
Jake's picking up the
Your team
CC.
is banned.
His CC, we have seen some good CC plays coming out from the side of Immortal Order, especially in the hands of Jake's. Sorry. So, Pokemon Malone getting the next ban. We saw the 1-1 ban, but there are so many other marksman options possible. And what does Madagascar else need? They need a tech.
Yeah, so they should focus their next two bans on the Roam and Marksman, one apiece. Definitely get rid of the Baxia, please get rid of the Baxia. Right, nonetheless, right. So, oh, we're going for the Minotaur ban. Nonetheless, right. This is a difficult situation. I'm trying to not sound biased, right? Because Immortal Order is one of my home teams and my favorite teams. At this point, look, Mincetar, the CC is good against the Mincetar. CC is a very strong hero in the XP lane, and it is a good pick. I'm going to look onto that, but I'm trying to see how this one is going to play out. The Tigreal is still open. However, Tiger with the Lancelot, it could be, it could be a good pick. But you've got two dashing heroes, being the Gusion and the Lancelot. That Thorn Roses is going to be something else. The Vexana is going to have a hard time with the Lancelot. So yeah, but let's see how this one does play out.
I'm actually surprised about the Carmilla ban coming out from the side of Madagascar. We don't really see Carmilla plays coming out from the side of Immortal Order. But if you want to catch Lancelot and the Gusion, what hero would be better?
I am vengeance incarnate.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your lotto numbers from Ati Skolts in the chat because he predicted the Moscow ban.
P. Diddy is back, getting the last ban for the side of Madagascar. Might be going for a marksman ban, or they will want to focus the bans
Always on
onto
the way.
Shroomsy,
Your
banning
team
out
is
the Matilda.
picking.
So, Don Ryo, just to wait, I'm just trying to see. Okay, so the reason why the screen is changing colors, it's because of the background. It's an overlay,
No,
as you could see.
no,
Not.
I was just fooling.
Did you change the color?
I was just fooling around. I'll stop. Or maybe I have an epileptic warning or something. Sorry.
Okay, nonetheless, all right. So wait, let me just get this up. Oh, postpone Malone showing us Mia. What be the Mia though?
Mia takes forever to come online. I'm going for the Brody.
Yeah, Brody will have a good time against the Clint. Peter is back, has the box here for in the opening there, right? Yeah, I can't see Madagascar playing anything else except for the Bucks here. If he does pick the Franco or the Masha, you're trolling, bro. You're trolling. I'm telling you that straight.
Girl? No. We're just going through the entire list. Rome has been going for the Grok. I'm actually happy to see another Grok pick coming out tonight because would the Grok actually be useful here? That's the question.
Well, look, I said it earlier. With the revamp on the Grok, there's a lot of players that still needs to get used to the revamped Grok. So let's see if P Diddy is comfortable with this Grok. I'm very curious to see what this revamped Grok does. Oh, Shroomsy taking his sweet time. Oh, Shroomsy, let's go.
They definitely want a sustainable Roma going for the side of Immortal Order. Showing us a Kufa. Kufa could work.
Let's see. What's been his
Goes for the Kufa. So Tyrant's Wrath we will get to see. What do you think about the draft?
Well, look, if I'm going to look at the two teams, right, and just focusing onto their draft, we do see Immortal Order going for comfortable picks, and we have seen them featuring with these heroes. So I am going to favor Immortal Order's draft, but that's just a fact for the troll picks on the side of Madagascar, in my opinion. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to head into the second match of the evening. Will Madagascar take this in a clean sweep fashion, or will Immortal Order bring one back and take us into that sudden death round? Let's go.
The only problem for the side of Madagascar would be that they are gonna be lacking in some AoE and a lot of CC. So that could be a problem for their side. They have a lot of damage, but not the best teamfight capabilities.
Smash them.
I see what Rika did there with the poll. Who will get knocked out and not who will pick up the W? A sneaky play there coming from you, bro.
Yeah, I did it. I did it last game as well. Just to keep everyone engaged. Make sure you read the poll properly before you vote. But I will be casting this next match, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm expecting some cool stuff to happen in this first game. I quite like the drafts coming in from both teams. It's your classic Lancelot versus YSS jungle. We usually see the YSS coming out on top though. So Immortal Order, they've got that going for them.
Well, let's see how this one plays out. Well, my question is, will Madagascar go for that early game jungle invade like they did the previous match? But we do see, well, Lancelot, Larry, and B does go onto the Litho. We will see him being level 3 before the YSS.
You can also see Granger and Clint sort of battling it out here, trading HP bars quite hectically here. It would be a bit of a problem if Brody misses out on this gold cannon, but there's nothing he can do about it. He's going to get zoned because we got the rotation from Madagascar there to secure it.
That was a beautiful freeze coming in from Madagascar. This Clint, look at how he's freezing his lane. Well, the Lancelot is here at the bot lane as well. My question is, will Postpone Malone be able to read this play? I mean, Okay, here we go. Muffin is here. The vision is onto Lancelot. Postpone Malone will notice that the Lancelot was there in the bot lane. But yeah, Brody just getting zoned out from his minion waves.
Yeah, so far not such a good start for Immortal Order. They've lost about 200 golds just from that little play. We're going to see Gushin coming in with that... what's it called? That's the Shadowblade Slaughter right there, with the Mountain Shocker also being committed there. Petrified's not going to be able to keep him alive as we get first blood going to the side of Muffin as the turtle fight starting up. Here we're going to see Lancelot coming in with the punctures. Use the Phantom Execution onto Exilic Fury. Uses the flicker to get out of that situation when Jake's... Oh, but there's the bouncing ball countering out the Lancelot.
GG's. Just at the 2.5 minute mark, we do see Immortal Order has the 2-kill advantage, and we will be focusing onto this first turtle of the match. However, the King's Calling is into the mix, but the retreat does go in favor of Immortal Order.
You can see that grok damage onto Jake's there, man. That's a lot of damage going through. Ladies and gentlemen, grok is back in the meta from what it seems, right? We've seen a few teams pick it up. We've seen it work, we've seen it not work, but when it's in the hands of a person who knows how to use it, so far P Diddy's back. You can trust that he does know what he's doing. As we're going to see Clint using a little bit of damage to zone away Shrooms. Did quite a lot of damage. Double flicker for flicker coming through. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, excuse me. I just barely missed that kill out of the corner of my eye right there. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and also it's going to be a kill up top here from Jake's.
That Slaughter Blade just coming in clutch from the Gushin onto Kufra, but it is a roam for XP lane exchange, so we will see CC being able to push that lane just a little bit to get the farm and be able to rotate, or as we do see Grok and Gushin is going to go for the top lane. Will Jakes be able to escape the clutches here?
It looks like he's fine. Oh, actually, it's going to be a Muffin finishing off the kill on the Clint there. I was just watching Brody use that torn apart memory to sort of nuke his HP down, and Muffin making the most of it. Gets the finish off. Immortal Order, they're sort of making plays now. They've got the lead and the gold lead here. So they're looking pretty good at this point here. Even a little bit of a jungle gap, even if it's not big, that's completely different to what we saw in the first game.
Well, we do see this beautiful positioning coming in from Oshroomzy, getting his eyes set onto the Gushin. Oh, we do see the knock-up and the Tyrant's Wrath onto Gushin. Oh, but Lancelot is into the mix as well. Will we see the engagement continue? Oh, the Grok blocks Immortal Order from that escape. However, Peter is back, is taken down by the Brody. Torn apart memory.
Nicely done coming in from Postpone Maloney. I mean, he had a rough start to the lane here, but he's managing to pump in the damage where it counts. Managing to set up more than one kill on the side of Immortal Order here. So now I feel like Immortal Order are ready and set up to take this turtle.
As you do see the engagement onto the second turtle of this match, I mean, looking at the points right now, it's at the 5-minute mark. 4 kills advantage in favor of Immortal Order, as well as a 1.7k gold lead.
You can see that you know, CC seems to be quite good into the Minster. He's an okay laner, can sort of sustain himself quite well with his passive, but against a hero like CC is gonna struggle quite a bit. But as I say all the time, CC is that hero that wins lanes, right? She wins lanes, then turns that advantage into a win. But if you can't get too much out of the lane, then it starts to get a bit rough when you can't carry a game, because you're not the most useful hero outside of lane. Anyway, we're gonna see a huge setup coming in from the side of Immortal Order here. Tyrant's Wrath off the mark, but there it is. It's gonna be Muffin finishing off the Grok with that long-range basic attack.
Now that's the first tier 1 turret taken down in favor of Immortal Order. We will see Clint taking down a tier 1 turret in the bot lane as well, as Brody was taken down just before that engagement, that double kill. But Immortal Order definitely picking up the advantage after that. So the map is in favor of Immortal Order at this point of stage.
I think they that was quite catastrophic for Madagascar. It's just that, yeah, Shiny's back managing to get the trade. We are going to see Shiny's back as well. Finished off by Shroomzy. Nice communication coming in from Muffin and the boy on the Kufra, as we are going to see a little bit of engagement on the top lane here. King's Calling has been committed with the hook back into the King's Calling. Is it going to be enough, though? Going to see the Phantom Execution coming down onto Jakes, but I mean, maybe has enough damage to escape. Not enough, as that's a 1-for-1 trade coming through. However, that does also lead into a tower on the bot lane. So Immortal Order still going to be able to come out on top of that one again.
Immortal Order, this is a different match from the previous match that we saw. It's a 2k gold lead in favor of Immortal Order, and the third and final turtle will spawn up in the next, well, 10 seconds as Iris T does get a tier 1 turret in favor of Madagascar in the top lane.
Iris T, yeah, that's what we're gonna call him from now, because it's kind of weird. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, Muffin need to be a bit careful going into that bush. He's gonna get shut down by the Gushin right there. That is a pretty huge kill coming in from the side of Madagascar. They could use this one to leverage themselves into that turtle.
Yeah, it's not ideally that you would want the jungler down. Oh, that pullback from Mincetar just misses Postpone Malone.
Oh, incandescence off the mark there coming in from the Gushin, but they still get that turret nice and easy.
So currently Madagascar has exchanged the objectives. So having the map control at this point, with all 3 tier 1 turrets taken down.
Ooh, a nice wall coming in for the Glock there. They're gonna have to hop over it, but it's not enough. They still get the kill on him. Nice little cute little plays coming in from the side of Immortal Order here. We are going to see the Mountain Shocker being committed onto Xian as well. It's going to be a kill for Muffin once again.
Oh, bro, this YSS is definitely a game changer. Look, Muffin GG's, bro. 5-1 and 2.
Yeah, as I just showed the replay of Muffin dying. Yeah, well, nice timing.
How am I supposed to know what player replay you going to play, bro?
That's fine. Okay. The Mincetar has been getting some really good hooks here, but I'm waiting to see like maybe a 2 or 3 man King's Calling. That would be a bit better for the side of him. Oh man, look at that tectonic charge coming in from the Grok. P Diddy's back, unable to get out. As Mlbb is looking for an angle here, but gets hit by the curtain call. Call it maybe putting him on a leash. Oh, interesting times. Rat coming in, but that's a King's Calling onto 2. Make it 3 in the end. That's going to be 1. Madagascar need triple kill for that Lancelot.
What a beautiful play coming in from Mincetar, bro. That is exactly what you wanted to see. Well, you called it. You wanted to see that King's Calling and pullback onto 3 or potentially 2 players. But I mean, look at that, bro. Beautiful setting it up for the Lancelot.
Mlbb sort of testing his limits here when it comes to the how to play this hero. You can be so out of position with Lancelot, and it does just not matter with those punctures and the Thorned Rose. Now look at Madagascar. They're being quite aggressive in the way they're playing here. They need to respect Immortal Order quite a bit here. You know, they can't really take a 5-on-5 fight without a good setup from a King's Calling or a Tectonic Charge. And if they don't have that, they're just going to get punished by Shroomsy on that Criffle with that Tyrant's Rage. But anyway, both teams looking towards the Lord here. Yeah, we're going to see King's Calling onto Muffin. That's the target you want. That's going to be 1 kill. That's going to be 2 kills. But Lancelot comes in onto Shroomsy, but that bouncing ball's making things a little bit difficult. It's going to be enough. They still get Xian, but it's looking like Madagascar come out again on top of that one.
That's a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Madagascar. But Madagascar not focusing onto the Lord just yet. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, they're gonna take this Lord nice and easy here. Should not be any contention, especially since Muffin's not even alive at this point. So looking at a 10-minute Lord, looking pretty good for Madagascar now. I think Immortal Order are okay in this. They still have a decent amount of high ground defense, especially from Vexana, most specifically, right? The Eternal Guardian in these sort of high ground situations is scary. We're gonna see the curtain call coming down onto Iris T. Bailey makes it out, actually. Maybe not. We're going to see the King's Calling dropped on the floor, though. Might be able to turn into a trade with the Tectonic Charge, but CC gets out with the help of the Vengeance.
Oh, but Vexana coming in clutch with that Eternal Guard, just allowing that extra sustain. But we do see Lancelot. Kufa does have the vision. Oh, he doesn't land it onto the land.
Oh, that was a bit unfortunate. But anyway, I think the Lord is charging down the top here. I think Madagascar still have an opportunity to go in here a bit, especially since Shroomsy is just completely out of position right now. What was that? Shadowblade Slaughter coming in from Xian, but doesn't matter in the end. They still get the kill.
Well, look, not a lot being done with that Lord. Madagascar did get the tier 2 turret. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. Now my question is, right, when I was, if we're looking back at that charge up coming in from the Kufra, do you think it's the wall that extended his charge up, as we do see the engagement onto YSS? The Gushin just misses with that incandescent.
I don't think the wall extends the charge range. I think after playing Grok a little bit, that the range on the tectonic charge is absolutely insane. We're gonna see a little bit of a face check coming in from Shroomzy here. Should be fine.
This is Highland just missing that arrow shot from the YSS. We do see a Muffin charging up for that Mountain Shocker. Oh, he gets it onto the Grok. P Diddy's back is taking a lot of damage here, but we do see the Gushin into the mix as well. However, that is an unsuccessful invade for the side of Madagascar. Muffin being able to seal the blue buff with his retry.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really commit too much on a Grok. This hero just thrives off of physical defense, so he's a nightmare for any physical damage dealers to sort of chip down. So we're also going to see a curtain call coming down onto our res T, but Jakes needs to be so careful. He's got 4 people running at him right now with the Petrify. Can Jakes make out of this? It will be a miracle if he can. So far, miracles are happening with the backup coming in from the Vexana. Angelic Fury sets up that team fight nicely for the side of Immortal Order. That's going to be a 3 for nothing. Maybe make that a 4 double kill for Muffin.
Oh, but yeah, bro, that was a beautiful set coming in from Immortal Order. That charge up from the Kufra and the Eternal Guard just landing beautifully from the combination of Oshunzi and Vexana. But I mean, look, this game is pretty much back and forth, but it was a 4 for nothing exchange in favor of Immortal Order. The second Lord of the match is up. The Immortal Order would definitely be able to capitalize on this Lord.
They should have it nice and easy. I don't see a way that they contest it. Even probably get a red buff out of it as well. Although they need to be a little bit careful here. P Diddy's going to be able to score the scout out their thing. But we see another wall coming up from Grok.
Yeah, but bro, you don't ideally want to be in the enemy's jungle, especially if the Grok is so close to you, because I mean, if you look at that Y in the jungle, that wall from the Grok can definitely remove you from your team.
Yeah, Jock really does thrive in these situations, right? He doesn't have that passive anymore that gives him extra defenses near walls, but he still has a benefit to being next to the wall, which is it recharges his shield faster. You can see that little shield on him, and it recharges his passive, which that's empowered basic attack faster when he's near walls.
Yeah, well, Immortal Order just freezing the lanes a bit, just waiting for the Lord to sync up with the lanes. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That's a tier 2 turret in favor of Immortal Order. Only Mincetar onto the Lord. Will Immortal Order be able to get this Lord through to the tier 3 turret?
They're going to try. Brody just picking up the Malefic gun now, so he's going to start hitting tanks a bit harder, especially on P Diddy's back. He's going to be able to cut down through a bit more of his armor. Kufra charging up. Not gonna think. I don't think he's gonna commit for that now. Oh my god, look at Muffin's money. Oh my lord, he is 6 slotted right now, so he is also gonna be doing a hell of a lot of damage to Grok now with that Malefic Roar. We're gonna see the hook coming down onto Shroomzy. Not the target you want, really. That was an interesting Tyrant's Rage coming through from Shroomzy. They are gonna still get the kill onto Arez. He's back. So not who you wanted to hook.
No, 2.4k gold lead in favor of Immortal Order with a 7 kill advantage. I mean, we're reaching that point where gold doesn't matter anymore. Now it's literally going to come down to objective pushing, and if you're going to be able to get the Lord and, well, potentially freeze up lanes if you're at the disadvantage. But yeah,
I think it still matters quite a lot actually. If you look at like Xian's items on the Gushin, he's still only at 3. So I mean, comparing that to 6 is quite rough. We're gonna see Pahel Malone taking down Xian. Nice Tyrant's Rage onto the Larry and B there. That's the right target you want as well. Oh, but they still get Shroomzy in the end of it. But it's gonna have to pay costly for Madagascar.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Immortal Order could definitely capitalize on this and take a tier 3 turret, because I mean, it is the Roam and as well as the Gushin not into this next team fight. Successful jungle invade for the side of Immortal Order, not allowing Lancelot to get his blue buff. Oh, but we do see the engagement coming in from Lancelot, but not following up onto that.
Yeah, it's quite a while to Lord. So no, it's not. I'm lying. It's 10 seconds. So this is going to be a setup. Muffin, he's going to be able to hold that bush there. Not exactly the person you want to be face checking with. They need to wait for Shroomsy to get here. He's going to be able to help them secure this Lord if they want it. Although, look at Madagascar. They're going to bring 5 over. They're gonna contest. This is gonna be a banger of a team fight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last stand coming in from the side of Madagascar. Can they secure this Lord and not lose 5 people in the process? Shroomsy, he's in position to try and get things done right here. He's holding that front line up. If I'm being honest, I kind of want Shroomsy to be back a bit and Jake's to be forward. It's all that more surprise factor. The Lord's getting down quite low. It's gonna be that retry 50-50 coin flip. Who's gonna get it? It's actually Zion. Not even a coin flip at all. Gets the kill to Muffin as well. But look at the damage coming in from Brody. It blows up the side of Madagascar pretty hard. Clint in a bit of danger, shut down onto Shiny.
Double kill.
It's a 2-for-3 exchange in favor of Immortal Order. But just unfortunately losing that Lord. I mean, okay, that's what is it? The shards coming in? Well, no, it's not. No, it's not the shards from Bushin.
Shadowblade Slaughter.
But let's just. Yeah, he Shadowblade Slaughter, just sealing the deal for the side of Madagascar. However, my question is, will Madagascar be able to do something with this Lord? As we do see Lancelot engaging onto the Gufra. We do see that Thorn Rose onto Gufra, but he's able to escape with 1 HP.
Brosha joined Backstreet Boys. To get that squad tag, 1 HP there. We're gonna see, oh my god, what was that damage coming through onto the Lancelot there, coming in from that YSS and the CC. This got completely blown up.
Well, the Lord just getting shredded apart, bro. Madagascar not being able to capitalize with that Lord. But yeah, I mean, it was expected. It was only 2 members with the Lord, so nothing really being able to do with that Lord. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to reach that 20-minute mark shortly in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah, now I would agree that the gold is starting to not matter here. Everyone's sort of ready up, getting their 6 slot item. There's a few outliers, but it is that point soon. As we see Shroomsy, nice little bush angle here, although they sort of kind of smell that one cooking. Mountain Shocker committed to know the positions.
Immortal Order currently setting up, just waiting for someone to come and push this mid lane, as the top lane and bot lane is beautifully pushed out for the side of Immortal Order, so they can definitely capitalize and do something with this.
Indeed. 1 minute to the Lord here. So, got a bit of downtime. I don't think either of the teams want to commit for anything right now, unless you're CC. Get a little bit of annoying smoke damage done here. But it's still not a commit. I stand correct.
Look at the 2 roamers. Stay down contest.
Oh, man, yeah, I mean, there's no way either of them kill each other, right? They need their teams behind them. Looking at like 20 seconds to Lord. A bit of interesting angle that Immortal Order are taking now. Oh my god, that's the kill, exactly the kill they need here. They start off strong, coming in from Madagascar. A few flickers coming through. I don't know what the other flicker was, but nice pushback coming in from the Grok here. Pushes it into the wall. See the damage done on Kufra from the Grok there. Pretty insane if you ask me, as that sort of guarantees the Lord coming through for the side of Madagascar.
Yeah, well, if they've got the vision onto the entire team of Madagascar, yeah, they should definitely go for and try and get that split push on both of the lanes. Oh, Vexana gets taken down by the Gushin. Xylon clutching onto the Vex.
Nice one. Did you just say Xylon?
Xylan.
Oh. Is that his name? It looks like Xian to me.
Ow.
Oh, Xlan.
Yeah,
Xlan.
Xlan. Anyway,
It's
Ali.
Chinese.
Okay, yeah, sure thing. I'm sure it's Chinese. I was meant to know that. Am I sounding too passive aggressive? I'm so sorry. Anyway.
Oh, you're not sounding passive aggressive, bro.
Lord is going to be spawned in the middle lane right here. TC doing it. Jake's doing the best job they can to get a sort of equalize the lanes, but there's a king calling. Oh my lord. It's going to be the vengeance with the thing. Oh my god, they get the shutdown as well onto the Brody. I missed that one. but CC's still alive. Mountain Shocker committed. Should be able to secure the escape, but the tectonic charge comes down with the wall there. Beautifully played coming in from the side of Madagascar. This is looking catastrophic for the side of Immortal Order with the Lord here as well. 3 versus 5, make it 6 if you count the Lord there as well. Winter Khan committed here by the side of Muffin. Are they going to be able to defend this one? It's going to be very difficult. Going to see the Grok making things a bit difficult as well. Coming in from the side with the recall into the end of the match. It will be Madagascar taking the win against Immortal Order. Some resistance coming in from Immortal Order there, but unfortunately they will be knocked out of the lower bracket.
Shiny is back picking up the MVP with the Clint. However, Jake's picking up the MVP with the CC for the side of Immortal Order. Right, look, if I'm going to be straight out here. Immortal Order can definitely be proud of their performance, especially against Madagascar into the second match. It was they had it in their pocket, but yeah, Madagascar just turning around and turning the tides. It was that last skill onto Muffin just before the Lord that pretty much took the game sideways. But the GG's well played to both teams. We will be having the captains of Madagascar in the lobby with us shortly with that exit interview. Lotus, what's your opinion? What's your thoughts on this match?
Well, to be honest, sorry, Immortal Order played amazingly, and the fact is they put Madagascar up against the wall and in the corner, and Madagascar for a while didn't seem to know what to do and how to handle the way Immortal Order played. And then it all came down to decision making, certain plays, bush camping. I mean, just outplaying each other the entire time. And Madagascar did a beautiful job of taking the best of 3 2-0.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, this was definitely a cracker of a match. But yeah, stay with us as we will be going into the exit interviews in a quick second. I just quickly want to see how far the captains are from Madagascar.
All right, well, we'll head into the break. Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be here for the interview. First time hearing from Madagascar, at least for me. I'm sure everyone else is excited to hear who these guys are and what they're about. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
right, ladies and gentlemen, enough of the horror movie scene. Rika just slowed that intro a lot down, and that was like living something out of Visage or Outlast. But nonetheless, we are joined by both the captains from Immortal Order and Madagascar. So we will be first starting off with the winners interview with the captain from Madagascar, and we are joined by Shiro. Shiro, what are you feeling about that game, bro? Look, the first match was entirely dominant for the side of Madagascar, but that second game, Immortal Order definitely had one up on you, bro, onto Madagascar. What's your feeling of this best of three series against Immortal Order? Sorry.
For the first match, I think the good compo, but the second match, the Xylan was playing too. I give her a chance. He take the Gideon. That's crazy, but in early that amazing Immortal Order. That's good early for Immortal Order. Maybe for me is the win for Immortal Order. The last. Oh, Xylan is here. Take Xylan. Xylan gonna talk. Xylan.
All right.
Give Xylan.
Yeah.
Xylan want talk too.
All right. Okay, no problem.
Ask question. Give Xylan.
All right, I'll ask him the question now. So yeah, that does confirm the name. It's Zian. Zian, just a quick one. We are starting with you guys. And let me just reiterate the question that I asked Shiro. Right, what is your thoughts on this match that transpired? Obviously, in this best of three series, the first match was a very dominant match for the side of Madagascar. But Immortal Order definitely having one up onto Madagascar in the second match, putting on a very good performance against Madagascar. But at the end, you guys just being able to seal the deal and taking it in a clean sweep, 2-0. How do you feel about that matches, bro? What's your...
Oh.
Okay.
He's got...
Hey,
All right.
This guy, who is you, bro?
Now I can hear. I couldn't hear anything later, so.
Okay, looks like it's all sorted, yeah.
Are you sorted now, bro?
Are you what?
All right, okay. So, Zion, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Shiro, right? Obviously, you guys being in the lower brackets matches, facing off against Immortal Order. The first match pretty much going very dominantly in favor of Madagascar, but the second match, well, pretty much I'm sorry, I'm going to say this straight out, but Immortal Order having a very good performance against Madagascar, but Madagascar being able to clutch it out in the end, especially with your Gushin being able to pick off, well, the YSS as well as the Brody. So what is your take on this best of three series?
It was great matches overall. Like I didn't play the first one, but I could see how my team struggles to win it. For the second one, I've seen a lot of people saying that Gujan is a troll pick and stuff like that, but he's actually my main. So I've always been in jungle spot, but since Larry is now our jungler, I'm trying to adapt. And over Isu Shin was really good earlier. Like in the early stages, I couldn't do anything, but as you could see during the matches, but yeah, it was hard games overall.
Okay, so talking about hard games, right? And obviously Madagascar going through to the next phases of the lower brackets, right? Obviously, one of your opponents could either be Fantasy or it could be Vikings x Gascon, right? Now, I know Vikings is a meta, let me rephrase this, is another Madagascan team. So which one of the two teams would you like to face off against, and which one of the two teams do you feel is going to be a bigger threat for you?
It actually depends. Both teams are strong. We won't lie about that. Both teams are really strong. But for me, I think it's gonna depend. Like as always, drafting and counter and picks. But for me, I would prefer Vikings and Gascom to face us. For me personally.
No, you're joking. Fanatici, Fanatici.
No. I would prefer the Vikings and Gascom, bro.
Rika, you've got any questions for the two members from the side of Madagascar?
Okay, I think I do. I'll be quite quick. My alarm just went off. Excuse me. Yeah. Shiro and Xian, you guys played very well. Oh my gosh, my alarm. Okay, sorry about that again. My question to you guys are, I just want to know more about Madagascar. Between you and Bang Gang, I know there's been a lot of player switches. But can you just tell me about the relationship between the two teams, and then also what Madagascar is individually?
Okay, so actually it's rivalries actually, I guess.
Okay, rivalry.
Like
Okay.
we can say they're all rival in Madagascar team, like because in local tournament here in Madagascar we usually face up in finals. It's almost always Bang Gang and Madagascar in finals. And actually the beginning of Madagascar, I won't be able to tell you, but Shiro is for sure one of the founder of Madagascar. It was named Elysium before, if I'm not wrong. But if you want to know more about Madagascar and his origins, you should ask Shiro right there.
Okay, sure. What about? Can I ask you about the origins of Madagascar? Like, let me know how you guys started, what you guys are planning in the future as well.
The future, but the next, maybe when finishing the MSA, the next years, gonna take the ESF. Maybe I'm gonna try.
Okay.
For you, maybe the Equilibrium is not here now, but the next ESF, I'm gonna try take the Equilibrium or Sadnati. Sadnati is good team too for the after ESF, because now he take one guys for going for the ESF. The rival now is the Sadnati or Equilibrium.
Okay. All right. So hopefully we will see you guys in ISF next year. Well, no, wait. You guys are still in ISF, no? Yeah, you are.
Yes.
I can't remember the schedule on that, but okay. It's nice to know about you guys. You know, I know Madagascar gets a lot of hate from the South Africa side. You know, if you were to ask any sort of normal South African player, they'd be like, "Oh, Madagascar, these guys are annoying." But you guys are really proving us wrong and showing us that Madagascar is a real threat, and you guys should be respected.
Yeah,
that's it from me.
Well, good. I trust you too.
What?
I trust you too.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Madagascar right there for you. Okay, so wait, I'm going to end this off, right? For the side of Madagascar, and this is going to be the final question for Team Madagascar. Zion, Shiro, if you have a message to send through to either Fantasy or Vikings, but let's just say you've got a message to send through to the teams that you are going to face off in the next phase of the lower bracket, what will your message be?
Okay. For Fantasy or VKG, VKG Discom, you just step for me. Just step. Just step for the next. Step for the final. I'm gonna return for the final. Gonna take this MSA Cup. Maybe maybe the team for me is the art is the Saint Dynasty. For me,
Okay, so you want to face off against Saint Dynasty in the finals? Is
yes,
that what I'm hearing, Shiro? All right,
yes.
all right.
I think well, if I heard that properly, you want your opponents to tap out. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Damn, that is cool. I like the energy. I love it. I love it.
I love too, bro.
Definitely.
I love it.
I love you more.
Zion, Zion, you've got anything to add to that, bro? This is exactly what we wanted. Zion, is there anything you want to add to that, bro?
No, there's nothing to add anymore. Just tournament is not over yet. We're still here and we can win this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from Madagascar. Madagascar is a pretty... Oh, Larry NB in the chat as well here with us. Okay, so it... All right, okay. I can't just extend this question. Larry NB and Majesk. Sorry if I slaughter your name. It's not intentional. I'm just very bad with pronunciation, and my English airtime is running out shortly. But yeah, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from Madagascar. They have put out a warning for the next teams that they will be facing. They're pretty much telling you to tap out. They are coming in with the fire, and they want Saint Dynasty in the finals, the grand finals of the MSA Cup Season 3. All right, so that does conclude the questions with Madagascar. We also have Immortal Order in the lobby here with us. Yeah, look, I'm going to say this again. My home team and my favorite team is Immortal Order, right? And I am going to say this. I am very proud. Yo, I'm getting emotional here. I love you too. But yeah, Immortal Order reaching the top 8 of the MSA Cup. It's a big feat, especially for Immortal Order being such a young team. And look, I'm not going to take this away from Immortal Order. Look, the match, the second match you guys played against the Equilibrium, right? A very strong match coming in from Immortal Order. And once more against Madagascar, nearly taking the second match and sending us to a sudden death round. Oshroomsy and Angelic Fury, captain and co-captain of Immortal Order. What has this journey in the MSA Cup been for you as a team and as the captains of Immortal Order?
Yeah, it's been a hefty journey we went on. I mean, the journey of Immortal Order thus far has been only going uphill from there. I mean, if we look at back where we started, we were the Xylong main team. We played the first MSK Cup. We went into the qualifiers. That's before the group stages. We fell out, lost all our games. We came into the Conquerors of Dawn, lost everything. We played Vikings, won one match, lost the rest. And now, bro, MSA Cup top 8. So, bro, I'm super impressed with the improvement that Immortal Order has shown thus far. And for the future, I mean, this is the top 8. We made it. We are one of the top teams. And next year, you better watch out. Immortal Order's coming for your throat, bro.
There you have it. Angelic Fury, it's Shumzi answered, but it's I would also like to hear from you.
I apologize for Shumzi's very vivid description of going for people's throats, but I do agree with him when I say that I am extremely proud of what our squad has achieved in the time span of 11 months. I mean, for a squad to come in and face off against some of the top squads in Southern Africa, it's been a journey. There's been tears, there's been stressful moments and heart rates climbing off the bat. Sorry. It's been an honor. It's been an honor to play against squads like Madagascar. We've definitely learned a lot, and we will definitely keep on improving. And we hope to face off against you again, whether it is in the finals next year or in a rank match. But yes.
Hey, boo.
Shiru.
Yeah, so just to add to that, I mean, Madagascar, right? And I'm going to add this. I saw, because I relayed the message from teams South Africa females. Madagascar has been actually doing a lot for the Southern African teams, helping out for preparations and everything. So I'm going to say this, right? Madagascar guys, mad respect for you guys. But yeah, Oshroomsy, Angelic Fury. I mean, just to correct Oshroomsy with his statement in Viking series, bro. I played with you in the Viking series. We didn't just win one match. There was a few matches that we won, right? Falling out in the quarterfinals. So it wasn't one match and out and lost all. We went through to the quarterfinals. But yeah, nonetheless, Shroomsy, Rika, sorry, I'm forgetting about you. Rika, do you have any questions for the side of Immortal Order?
I'll see you guys Conquerors of Dawn.
Papa, bring it on, bring it on. Alchemy X, bro.
Yeah, we kind of fell off, but now we're back. We're unfallen off. We're back.
You're unfallen off.
Yeah.
Let's for a sticky Rika and a bit of Pete.
No, here comes the joy bands.
Go for it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rika did open that door, right? So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to reiterate the sentiments of the messages that was relayed. So the top 4 teams that will be ending up in, so that would be from the team that wins the grand finals up until the team that falls out in the 4th place, will have a direct entry to Conquerors of Dawn. The invites will be going out this weekend. Yeah, so actually everyone here in the lobby with me will receive an invite. Yeah, that's already been planned out. But nonetheless, look, Conquerors of Dawn is the next phase in Mlbb for South Africa, right? We're going to have a mad cash prize pool there. You'll see the production going up. So special shout out to everyone that has been helping us and has been here with us in this journey for Waylander Gaming. Last month was our 1-year anniversary, and yeah, just want to say thank you to every one of you that has been on this journey with us. So, and on that high bombshell, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. This is it for us for the evening. We are going to conclude the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once more. Any final words from anyone in the lobby before we log off?
Okay, can I ask something?
Yes, go for it.
So, Shroomsy and Angelic Fury, with Madagascar going through to the next round, is there any words that you would like to say to them before they do go to the next round?
So final words from my side to Madagascar themselves. Bro, just be the kings and goats that you are. You have the talent, you have the ability, you have the team placement. So go with it. Play the way you play and make us proud, bro. Yeah, if I lose against the winning team of the MSA Cup, bro, I would feel so good knowing that I walked along the mountains that Madagascar is. So, bro, just to basically sum it up, stay awesome, keep going, we believe in you.
Thank you, Master Yoda.
The force is strong with this one, yeah?
Extremely. Yeah, well, basically, you said it all. Good luck. We will be rooting for you. I will be up in the chat, chanting everyone's name. Go be the best.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. So, chat, let's see if we can get some final words coming in from Larry NB. Well, I'm a gold laner or marksman main turning into a jungle main. Larry NB. What was that transition, bro?
Hi guys, I don't know how to explain it, but I tried every lane and I found my place, you know, like I feel better in the jungle, and it is what it is, guys.
There you go. And on that note, Rika, it is what it is. Madagascar has put out a statement. Con, I hope you guys are ready for Madagascar. They want you in the finals, the grand finals of the MSA Cup.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Connor.
All right,
I'm
ladies and
waiting
gentlemen.
for.
Thank you.
I'm
Jay.
waiting for that guy. Like,
Yeah, Con, you heard it here. You heard it here from Larry MB himself. He's ready. He's coming for you. But anyway, thank you. I think we need to end it here. Thank you to Madagascar and Immortal Order for coming and talking, having a bit of a chat with us. But yeah, I think that's time to say goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in. Hope my shenanigans with the intro video are not too weird. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it is tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it is tomorrow for the lower bracket finals. That's what it is. All right, so stay tuned. We will see you next time.